Good evening and a very warm welcome to a beautiful night here in the Nevada desert. Guys, in this video we'll be flying with British Airways on our way from Pheonix through to London's Heathrow. I haven't done economy with them in 2024, so let's get off to Pheonix, see how they're getting on. I'll see you there. Well, it was a fairly uneventful transfer through Phoenix's Sky Harbour. I have to say the airport seemed fairly well set up for shorter haul aircraft. On that particular evening, they had two large wide bodies departing from two gates next to each other. It was a bit of a scrum, but the staff did the best that they could have in the circumstances. As we're on board, let's take a minute to familiarise ourselves with the seat map. We're aboard just ahead of row 15, just there, through the new club suites, through that new premium economy, back into the economy. When it comes to economy seating with British Airways on the A350, there's no real best seat. They don't have the extra legroom seats as many airlines have, like Finnair and American Airlines. If you do need the extra legroom, you just need to plump for one of those exit row seats. I was around row 46, had seat A on that particular evening, and it worked pretty well. If you are tempted with a little bit more luxury with BA, I do have a fairly recent premium economy video. I'll pop that one in the description below. But for now, let's check out this brand new economy cabin. The seats here are laid out in a fairly standard A350-333 layout. They do look very slim. I must say though, having spent the entire night in them, they actually facilitated for a pretty good sleep, and the padding on the seats was actually really quite good. Okay, so that's us on board A350, looking pretty good. Over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to give a quick overview of this seat and we'll check it out together. Waiting for us at the seats was a blanket, a small pillow and some headphones for the entertainment screen, which we'll get into a little bit later. In terms of in-seat charging, you've got those USB ports just in front of you, so those would be my recommendations to go for. Also, do just make sure you do have an older USB connector for those. And finally, overhead were then some individual reading lights, but no overhead air vents. Well, I must say, it'd been an exhausting week on business over in the States, so I was keen to get going. As we take to the sky, guys, we'll start off by taking a quick look at the entertainment system. The British Airways High Life entertainment system is really nicely positioned, I think, globally across the various different airlines. Really decent selection, nice responsive touchscreen just there, so a really good start from them on this particular front. As ever, let's finish off the entertainment review by taking a quick look at the onboard Wi-Fi. This was made immediately available as soon as we took to the skies, and as ever with British Airways, was available across a couple of different packages. The full flight pass on this particular occasion was £20. I've never quite seen it so expensive with them, and was a little bit expensive, so didn't opt for it on that particular evening. Just before bedding down for the evening, it was a good time to check out the onboard toilets. These were fresh and modern, but nothing particularly special on this front. As morning then came around, it was time for breakfast. One thing that I was really impressed with was the fact that British Airways served two full services on this flight. The flight was only around 9 hours or so, so I thought this was really very impressive. There was a couple of different options available. I opted for the full English, and I have to say, when it comes to economy food, top marks to British Airways on this particular front. I was also told that the vegetable noodles the night before were really very good, so if you do see those on an upcoming flight, I would recommend giving them a try. As we passed over Bristol, we had a fantastic view down across the 7 bridges, and it was a good time for me to sit back and reflect on what had been a really nice overnight flight with BA with plenty of rest, I was pleased to say. So overall, I thought this was pretty good from British Airways. The seat comfort was fantastic when it comes to economy seats in this day and age. Having those two services, I thought, was a really nice additional touch as well. Guys, if you are flying with British Airways in the upcoming months and years ahead, and do fancy looking at something ever so slightly more premium, I've got that recent review with them, as already mentioned, and I'll pop that one in the bottom left hand side just now for you to take a look at. Very much hope this video was useful, and looking forward to welcoming you to another one real soon.